Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday afternoon, May 10th, and we are looking at WinDOTRADER's market profile, SPY, IWM, and QQQs, and without a doubt, a very, very disappointing day in all the indices, especially for us in ES and SPY, considering we had an outside week up. We all go out with a double distribution trend day down. We all go out with price spikes or price probes to the downside. We have two totally different days overall with no tempo all morning to increase tempo and volume in the afternoon. I thought we had a good chance for an inside day today, and then we'd see what would happen tomorrow. Just missed taking out the weekly high, all-time high, and meanwhile we have an all-time high in the pre-market. So very interesting. And with all that, we're still at just about 75 million. So we're going to be at best average on the volume today, with most of that coming in the last four time frames. So what happened? Well, triple Qs gapped lower, and they held it. You took a short on there, man. Did you do okay? Boom, drove straight down, never saw it again. You had a nice afternoon rally high in F, trend day down. Russell opened, drove down also. Have a nice afternoon rally high in F, nice double distribution day, and again they probed or spiked. SPY, I was looking to short, said to the room right before the opening, I want a short against Friday's high. I said, do not think they will take out the weekly high that quick. Well, we opened. The problem with options is you're not sure where the options are going to get priced. So I didn't want to put an order in and then get picked off. It's not like I could have traded either the ES or the MES. But I was like, I'm an options trader to start first and foremost. I was looking to take a decent size against that. It opened, drove straight down, never had an opportunity to get it. I had a good day overall, and let's go over those trades right now. So anyway, well, before we get to that, we drove down, but then look what happened. We held Tuesday's low is very important to me. That was the lowest accepted price, and more importantly, the outside month up, basically. We held it and C. Then we grind it up. Look at D, E, and F. I'm like, okay, we're going to be rotational. So I really, really did not expect the market to give it all up and more late in the day. But it did. And when the game changes, your game plan has to change. And by that, I mean, I was looking to fade a new low in J because of the lack of tempo we had throughout the day. But boy, did that change. So, and I didn't get hurt at all. So in B period, first trade of the day, I took a short. We had a poor low. We started going up. I'm like, I think we should at least hold the opening. I started too early. I got big. I ended up making money on the trade, but I should have been a little more patient. I thought once, when we came up here, I didn't know if we were going to go right out and take out A's low, which we finally didn't see. So I did okay on the trade, but nothing great. Especially the pain I was in initially. Those were the 424s that expired today. Then, believe it or not, excuse me, my best trade of the day was C. We got down, got the afternoon pullback. I said, I think they'll stop the first time there. I took 100 of the 420 calls right at C's low, basically, and right away ran right up, and it was an excellent trade for me. So that was my best trade of the day. Then I didn't do anything to H, because I was waiting for F to make a new high and see if we got the all-time high and what we do with it. Nothing happened. So H, I took a long against value low at the time, 420s. They were small, and I did okay on them. Nothing big. I was holding 10 actually when the market, in fact, I did it a couple of times. I forgot what I started with. Took some off, put them on. Because we were one time framing down, I told the room, I won't stay married to those. So every push up, I'm out. Every push down, I'll add small. Because I was expecting a new low. Why? Because we had already taken out the IB low, and because we already got our overnight low. But I was looking to make a new low and not get much for it because of the lack of tempo. The fact we was 6 or 7. I ended 6 wide. ES ended 7 wide. So when J took out C's low, I still had 10 calls, nothing big. But as soon as the tempo and volume increased, I took them off, and I told the room, remember that long I was looking for again, possibly a big long? That's out the window. So I watched J, And then K, I got involved on the shorting. Scalped shorts in K, scalped a nice big one in L. So made nice on those. And that's it. I didn't do anything in M period. So it turned out to be a good start to the week. This will give us great opportunities tomorrow with this double distribution day. We're going to have one price probe, K's low against another price probe or spike, E's high from the 6th. Should be an interesting day tomorrow. But buyers have to be a little wary screwing up that outside week up to start. I know there's 4 days left. And when I say the game changes, so the game plan has to, well, the game plan initially was to get long size calls if we took out C's low and came back in. Well, that didn't happen. Took off the 10 calls I had left and then started looking for nothing but shorts. Destinations for tomorrow. First one will be K's low. That's the price probe, 418.74. Then we have single prints. K's high, 419.89. They get filled at 421.03. C's low. They're fairly big, 114 ticks. That's pretty big. And then we have today's high of 422.74. 422.82. Weekly high, all-time high that we just missed. And then the pre-market all-time high of 423.21. For the downside, 417.81, today's low. 417.58, price spike from the 6th. 415.66, afternoon pullback low from that day. 413.48. Wait. 413.68, I'm sorry. Daily low. And then 411.67. Weekly low. That's last week's low. Now, what's important is if the sellers really do show up again tomorrow and this price spike does not get defended, there's not a lot here. We have the afternoon pullback. We have that daily low. And then remember, this is a weekly low. And that below that, we have those other 2 weekly lows, $1.50 below that are 30 cents apart from each other. So as much as the buyers did from that weekly low, they're in danger of giving it all up if they don't get their act together. So really, really will be interesting tomorrow. If we get any acceptance below Thursday's price spike, and this market can easily accelerate to last week's low. And then on the charts, I'm just going to show you the weekly and the daily in the SPY. So here's your weekly. Outside week up last week. We traded in the upper end the whole time. And there's one other thing I have to show you that I forgot to tell you about that was very important in the room today. So outside week up, we're firmly in balance. Okay? But if we take out last week's low, things could get dicey. And then the daily, back to balance. 2-day balance. Friday's the high. Today's the low. And one other thing, because this is important, what happened this afternoon. Let's go back to the profile. I told the room, look, Thursday, L up, M up, Friday, A, B. We exploding in L, M, A, B, 4 time frames. And then we stopped on a dime, and look what we did for 11 time frames on Friday and for 9 time frames today. So 20 time frames, what was happening in B's range from Friday? Market getting long. Market getting long. Once we took out C's low and got below B's low from Friday, 2 things happened. Everybody who was long started running for the door. We were below the previous monthly all-time high, and shorts started piling in. That's exactly what happened this afternoon. And that's why the game plan changed. So we had a good day in the room. We kept people out of trouble again. That's key. If you're in a trading room, you better have people that aren't just saying, I'm long here, short there. That means nothing without context and without showing you what the market's doing. Hope you had a great day. Have a great night. And we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.